People's behaviour is motivated and driven by two forces, and that is the need to avoid pain and the need to gain pleasure. We live our lives trying to avoid any pain and discomfort and trying to gain as much pleasure as we can, and it shapes what we do and our behaviours and our feelings. If we take a look at our own lives, how many times is there something that you know you should do but you just don't do it? That is because the pleasure of the reward in getting it done isn't as big as the pain and the discomfort of doing it. And the reality is that avoiding pain is a greater motivator than gaining pleasure. So often in our lives, we're in situations where whatever decision we take, we're going to feel pain. So we just do the one that is least painful at that moment. An example of a situation where there's pain no matter what you do could be approaching someone who you're interested in romantically. If you don't approach them, there's the pain of missing out on love and them never knowing how you really feel and what could have been. And if you do approach them, there's the pain of rejection and them not reciprocating your feelings. So we decide to do the one that is least painful for us. The need to avoid pain and the need to gain pleasure. It motivates us, it drives our behaviour, but so often it is using us rather than us using it. Procrastination is a great example of this, because how many times have you had something that you need to do, but you think, oh, it's okay, I'll do it later. It doesn't matter if I don't do it right now, I'll do it in a bit, it's okay if I leave it for a while, until you get to that point where the pain of not doing it is greater than the pain of doing it, and you're like, enough, I just need to get this done, because now it's too painful not to do it. So how do we switch that and become in control of these forces? So the key to this is to take a behaviour that needs to change or something that you need to do and associate massive pain to not doing it. And I'm not talking about massive pain right now. You have to look at what is it going to cost you today, in a week, in a month, in a year, in 5 years if you don't tackle what you need to tackle. What will it cost you? What will it cost your spirit? What will it cost your mentality? What will it cost your relationships? What will it cost your future? When you start answering those questions and associating massive pain with staying the same, you will find the motivation to do something about it. Because so often in life, we pretend that that pain doesn't exist, or we ignore it, or we think it's not that bad right now. And of course, the flip side of it, if you do change, or if you do complete the task, what pleasure will you get out of it? How will it improve you? How will it help you towards the wider goal? How will it help you be the person that you want to be? We really do live in an instant gratification kind of society right now. So much of what we do is because we get instant pleasure from it, so we just keep doing it because it feels good right now in the moment, and we don't even consider what it's costing us in the long term. But the only way to make positive changes is to see things and evaluate them on a deeper level than just how it makes you feel right now. Something might be making you feel good right now, so you keep doing it, even though you know it's hurting you in the long term. Pain and pleasure are always going to be around. It is a fundamental driver of human behaviour, but it doesn't have to control you. You can control it, and once you grab hold of it and control it, you can shape your life in the way you want it to be.